What up, y'all? This is JV here, and today I have another Unpretty Rapstar review, this time for episode 4. Now, to start, the episode started out with the tail end of the last mission, which was, Jimin versus Taimi for the actual verse on the Solong track. And, Jimin, she pulled through, and she did dope, and I'm so glad that she won that. And then it moved on to the next part where they introduced Jace, the new rapper. And I was pretty hyped to see, what she did and see, how she does. She did stand up and pulled almost like a Jessie-like moment, spitting rhymes. Wasn't that good of a verse, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it honest. But then they introduced a new mission, which was basically they were gonna do one-on-one battles. And for the lineups, first of all, I'll tell you how I thought about the actual pairings. And then I'll speak on the actual performance of them. Lil Sham picked Jessie. I thought that was one of the worst choices she could have made. If there's anybody worse you could have picked, why Jessie? Lil Sham, honestly, she has not performed well at all in this series. And why she would pick Jessie and think that she could stand up to her in terms of lyrics or delivery is beyond me. They had the three-way between Jidam, Cheetah, and Jimin. I thought that was dope. Those were three of my favorite right there. So I was really excited to see that. You had Kisum versus Jolly.V, another a battle of energy. I was excited. And then you had Taimi versus Jace. And I was really actually surprised to see Taimi get up so fast. I didn't think it was gonna be her. To be honest, I thought Jessie was gonna stand up because it seemed like she wasn't feeling her from the beginning. Not that Jessie likes anyone. And then finally for the matchups, the actual matches, the three-way battle between Jidam, Jimin, and Cheetah. I have to say, as much as I love Jidam, I love me some Jimin. I'm pulling for Jidam. She's my girl. I'm the one I'm pulling for. I agree that Cheetah had one of the best verses in terms of delivery and lyrics. Jidam, she had a very powerful, aggressive flow on that track. But the only problem is that I think this particular verse, her lyrics were lacking. In terms of Jimin's verse, I thought it was a really good verse. Lyrics, they weren't anything mind-blowing. I think Jimin's strong point is her delivery and the way she incorporates melodies into her verses, which I definitely think is a strong point that she kind of, mastered, from her days in AOA. Some people are able to ride on a beat really good, and some people are able to just create that pocket, what they say, that real rhythm. And Jimin, she's the best at acapella rap in my opinion, because she just really makes a song out of nothing. And I think that's dope. There's some people who can't even ride with a beat there. Example, Lil Sham. Her choosing Jessie was the worst decision in my opinion, and it kind of showed. Yet again, she did horrible. I'll get back to them. Kisum versus Jolly.V. Jolly.V, her verse was good, but it was, to be honest, I'm pretty well versed on Jolly.V's music. I've heard her mixtapes, and I heard her solo tracks. And it was pretty much a straightforward Jolly.V verse, so I didn't think it was all that. But I think it was a really poor showing from Kisum. I was pretty let down by that. I was really excited about that match, and in my opinion, one of Kisum's strong points is just her energy, her delivery, the way she has this very cute girl image that she utilizes, unlike Jidam, who's also a young girl, but doesn't really rely on her youth and her pretty, look at me, I'm a cute little girl rapping thing. I think Kisum's able to do that, but in a very successful manner. She comes off as cute but aggressive at the same time, and I like it, Kisum, and it's a real shame that she wasn't able to deliver that verse. I was really let down by that. Taimi versus Jace. Taimi finally came with it. She's been consistent in my opinion. She hasn't done anything too outstanding, but she's been consistent. And Jace, to be honest, we heard two, showings from her. Well, 3 if you count that little thing that she did in the beginning when she was first introduced. I don't know. I thought her first 2 performances were quite lackluster, and in my opinion, at this stage in the competition, it's kind of a weak showing. I hope she steps it up, but who knows? For example, Jimin on the first cypher on the very first episode, she did horrible, and look how great she's doing now. So who knows? Jason might come through, but in my opinion, it was a really weak showing, and I wasn't surprised, her being the last one. Taimi, she pulled through with some heat, and I thought that was dope. And then finally, you know, they had the little, you know, back and forth, or a little confrontation towards the end between Jace and Lil Sham. And I think Lil Sham's fate of elimination was kind of decided before that point. All Jace really had to do was not mess up her verse, and she would have been fine to go. Lil Sham, to me, has what I call the BI syndrome. And yo, YG stands are gonna hate me for this, but if you've watched Show Me the Money 3, BI messed up every single verse at some point until that one, my name is BI, that one. And that was the first time he, you know, completed an act. That was a powerful act. But by then, I mean, it was a little too late. You have to look at the entire thing, and the same thing with Lil Sham. She finally was able to deliver a consistent, decent verse. The best thing she had done all season, no doubt. But at that point, if you look at the entire body of work in Unpretty Rapstar, it was poor. And Jace's verse was, I mean, another lackluster verse. But yeah, so Lil Sham got sent home, and in my opinion, she was definitely the weakest of the contenders. Jace still has a lot to show, and on her first mission in the series, her ending up, you know, bottom 2, that's, you know, definitely, I hope it's a wake-up call so she steps her game up for the next one. And I just thought it was a little weird how all the girls, like Jessie was like crying and all emotional with Lil Sham, yet like 5 seconds ago she was like, yeah, if anybody needs to go home, it's her. It's like, it's weird how they have these, like, all of a sudden they're like besties or something. But overall, I thought it was a really great episode. I like, you know, Lil Sham's out, replaced by Jace, and let's see how she does. I thought, you know, we had decent showings for all of them. I was disappointed with Keesum's. Obviously, Lil Sham didn't do good. I thought that was a really poor choice for her. And to me, Lil Sham's verse was completely unprepared. It's like she didn't even know how to ride the beat that she was on. So, yeah, I didn't even know. Shout out to her, wish her the best. You know, she does make some good music, but this competition I don't think was for her. I don't think she was ready for it. Still pulling for my girl G-Dom. Yo, leave in the comment section, how'd you feel about this episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you sad about seeing Lil Sham go? I doubt it. But yo, till next time, this is JV. I love you guys. Bye.